sich die Herstellung von Linern angucken oder die Applikation von Linern. Dann war es früher üblich, die Liner, also für die grabenlose Sanierung von Rohren mittels Dampf zu härten. Also seit einiger Zeit hat sich also hier die UV-Härtung durchgesetzt, an sich ein sehr, sehr schönes Thema. Aber man muss eben dabei beachten, dass die UV-Härtung natürlich dadurch gesteuert wird, wie schnell man also die Lampen durch den Kanal, also durch das Rohr zieht und wie dick das Material ist. Das hat also alles Einfluss auf den Vernetzungsgrad von dem Material. Und die Firma NETZSCH hat es also hier geschafft, ein Inline-System zu installieren, was also direkt in der Lage ist, den Vernetzungsgrad, den Auswertegrad von diesen Linern zu bestimmen. Und damit also maßgeblich die Qualität Inline zu überwachen und dann gegebenenfalls auch eben die Prozessparameter anzupassen, als die Durchfahrtgeschwindigkeit zum Beispiel zu verringern. Die ersten beiden Punkte als Ergebnis dieses Projektes, ich glaube, auf die muss ich gar nicht weiter eingehen. Der Vorteil der UV-Härtung gegenüber der Dampfhärtung, würde ich mal behaupten, liegt auf der Hand. Und auch die grabenlose Kanalsanierung gegenüber einem Aufgraben, gerade im städtischen Bereich, glaube ich, muss man auch keinem erklären. Der Punkt ist eben, was die Jury also hier maßgeblich bewertet hat, ist also die kontinuierliche Prozessüberwachung und die Inline-Kontrolle der Parameter für die Vernetzung und Auswertung des Liners, so dass man im Prinzip quasi das Risiko deutlich minimieren kann, halb verletzte Liner aus dem Altrohr wieder zu entfernen. Und auch hier bitte ich die Vertreter von NETZSCH auf.
Gut erklärt. Vielen Dank. Sehr gut erklärt. Danke.
Gratulation.
Vielen Dank.
Ja, Gratulation.
Dankeschön.
Danke, die Urkunde.
Dankeschön.
Diesmal haben wir es passen.
So, perfekt.
Es passen.
So, wonderful. Good afternoon, dear LinkedIn community and Composites Launch members, Jack Forum, DACH buyers and sellers. Yeah, we are here now together with Dominik Riescher of sensXPERT. Dominik, I know him from our LinkedIn activities around about their AI solutions that are optimizing processes in mold. We will talk about that in a moment. But first of all, Dominik, my congratulations. You have won a award here from the AVK, which is now also 100 years old.
Yeah, thank you, Ilkay.
Yeah, can you tell us about yourself a bit so that our community knows whom they are listening to today?
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, my name is Dominik Riescher. From the background, I'm a sensing expert. I worked like 6 years in automation for the industry, including injection molding machines. And for half a year now, I'm with sensXPERT. And today we are here because we won the AVK Innovation Prize for one of our key technology solutions in real-time process control. One of our key innovations optimizes the curing process during trenchless pipe rehabilitation, particularly when they have UV-cured liners. Yeah. Here our technology ensures high quality while reducing costs and errors for the rehabilitation project.
So that's the specialty of the innovation that has been awarded?
Kind of, yeah.
Where is this technology exactly applied? You mentioned sewer pipe repair?
Yes, yeah? Yes. This technology especially is used in trenchless pipe rehabilitation, especially where they used UV-cured liners for damaged pipes.
Yeah, so these are the reversed liners put in order to rehabilitate old pipes that are leaky, and you make sure that your system ensures the curing of that process, right?
Exactly. With the curing, we are measuring the curing of these liners, and with this data, we correlate them to quality assurance metrics, like the information of degree of curing, elasticity, and styrene content. And this information is transferred to a third man, which then is controlling the speed of the UV core, ensuring that the quality of the curing is exactly the same at every time, and to ensure that we don't have any jumps in the curing.
In the past, these pipes had to be cut, a ring had to be cut and tested. So I am assuming that this is now contactless. You don't need to check it by destroying the material, right?
Exactly. Our sensors are mounted at the UV core, which is then pulled through the liner to harden it, and we are measuring the curing of the liner. However, the same core technology is also being used in plastic manufacturing through our digital mold solution, where we measure the material behavior of plastic during the process, like injection molding, compression molding, vacuum fusion, or autoclave curing. We can use it for thermosets, thermoplastic, and elastomer applications. We are measuring the material behavior directly in the process and can then adapt the whole process dynamically to what the material really is doing inside the machine.
So Dominik, what advantages does the technology offer?
So the sensXPERT digital mold solution technology offers real-time monitoring and control during the molding process, optimizing efficiency, reducing scrap, cutting cycle times, and just offering a whole better understanding of the complete process. And with this information of material behavior, it offers you a complete new world of optimization possibilities. In total, it reduces the cycle time by up to 30%, it reduces the scrap by up to 50%, it reduces the energy consumption, and just makes sure that each part is cured to the perfect value.
How does this solution contribute to a more sustainable world?
There are two ways we are contributing to a more sustainable world. And the one place, if we look at thermosets and elastomers, where we can cut the cycle times, where we can reduce the scrap, which leads to less environmental impact of each part produced and less energy consumption. And at the second point, when we look at thermoplastic, where using recycled material becomes more and more important, we can measure the deviations in the recycled material and adapting the process dynamically, making it more easy to use more recyclate and still have a perfect product in the end.
What do you expect to gain from your visit to the JEC Forum DACH 2024?
Yeah, the JEC Forum DACH is great to connect with the plastic manufacturing key players, and of course ultimately we want to show how real-time process control can make traditional manufacturing more advanced, more efficient, and more data-driven. And that's also a great point, because our product is able to be retrofit in any machine, so making it more intelligent and more efficient and data-driven.
Dear community, this is day one of JEC Forum DACH 2024. We've spoken this morning with Carrie Lyons from Base Material and now with Dominik Riescher of sensXPERT. And you see, we are all about innovation, technology and sustainability, and we will keep on tech-taining you here from Stuttgart.